To make this craft, you're going to need some wax paper, some paint in constellation colors like blacks, blues, and purples, some lighter paint like a white or a yellow, a paintbrush, and then if you're going to frame your constellation art, you'll need scissors and an embroidery hoop. You can get either a plastic one or a wooden one. First, I'll warn you, this craft can get a little messy, so I did cover my table with an old sheet just to protect it while we do the craft. So first what I'm going to do is take a sheet of wax paper. There we go. It doesn't need to be that big. This is a good size. And now we're going to fold it in half. And make sure you crease it really good. And now we're going to unfold it. And you're just gonna make note of where the crease is. So now it's time for the messy part. We're gonna take our paint and you're just gonna put a little bit. You don't wanna put too much. I know it's tempting to just cover the whole thing in paint, but that is not what you wanna do because then it'll take forever to dry. So we're just gonna add little dots or swirls of paint. Ooh, that's a lot right there. Okay. A little bit more of this lighter blue. It's so pretty. Okay. So now what we're going to do is refold it. If you'll notice, I purposely did all of my paint on one side of the crease, and that is because we are going to fold it over, and now we are going to mash it all together. And this is what makes the cool constellation pattern. And you want to make sure that you smooth it out a lot, because like I said, otherwise it's going to take forever to dry. You don't want all the paint gooped up in one spot. Okay. And once you think you've gotten all your paint smoothed out, we are going to open it up and see what we've made. Oh, that's pretty cool. There we go. Time to add the stars. So that's what I'm going to use the white paint for. And there's a number of ways you can do it. You can dip your brush in and kind of add stars. But the way that I like to do it is actually to dip the other side of the paintbrush in the white paint and then just kind of cap it on like this. And it will just leave a bunch of little splotches of white. And those are our stars. And now we need to set it aside to dry. That's going to take at least an hour. While that other piece is drying, I have another galaxy that I made that is already dry, and so I'm going to teach you how to frame it in your embroidery hoop. So first we're going to take out the inside of the embroidery hoop. You can kind of place it and see exactly where you're going to want it to be. Make sure that it'll fit. That looks good. So now I'm going to put that underneath. And you can unscrew the outer. Okay. And I'm just going to put it around like so. And now you're going to tighten it. Tighten the outside hoop, and now I'm just going to tug very gently because you don't want to rip your wax paper, just around the edges to make sure that it is nice and tight. Okay, so there we go. It is all framed, and now it is time to turn it over, and we are going to trim off the excess waxed paper. And once you do this, you're not going to be able to reposition it. So make sure that you have it exactly the way you want it before you do this part. You can also, if you want, if you get a wooden embroidery hoop like I have here, you can actually paint the embroidery hoop using the same paint. And you could paint it black or one of the like blues or purples, and that would look pretty cool. Okay, and there we go. We are all finished. Here is our completed DIY Galaxy paint.